like when you're growing and elevating, on that journey to becoming the person, that uncomfortable journey of being an entrepreneur, just chasing your dreams, not even just being an entrepreneur, just being a person in general in life. I think this is what that episode is for. So if you're interested and ready to get into it, bro, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it, bro. First thing I wanted to talk about, bro, is that growth isn't always loud and it's usually quiet. You know what I'm saying? Usually when we growing and elevating, it's quiet. It's not a lot of noise, not a lot of people supporting us at the beginning stages of starting something new. And that's rightfully so, bro. Sometimes people need to see the proof of that you really doing what you say you're doing, and you really into what you say you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what a lot of people want to see when you're on that journey. And you can't get mad at people for that. You can't take it personal. I was talking about that on my TikTok. I just posted a video. You can't take things personal. You're on a journey. Not everybody can see the vision that you have and the what you're trying to create. Not everybody gonna see that, and you can't get mad. But when you're on this journey of growing, you have to be consistent. And being consistent looks different for everybody. Being consistent, for a content creator, to be specific, because I'm a content creator, but being consistent can be posting twice or 5 times a week, or posting every day a week. You know what I'm saying? For some people, it's posting 10 times a day, every day a week. And consistency can look different for everybody. Don't make what works for you. I think anything. Let's stop right here. Everything that I put out here, any information that I put out here, you're supposed to receive this and go apply it for you, how it works for you. You're not supposed to apply exactly how people do things. I actually thought I had that thought. Like, a lot of people get these information online, and guess what they do? They don't apply it in a way it'll work for them. They try to mimic exactly what they see and how it worked for somebody else. When people giving these game plans out, I'm creating a course right now. When I create this course, that's one thing I'm going to tell them. Like, it's not going to work exactly how it worked for me. It's going to work different for you. Some people blow up in a year. Some people blow up, it takes them 5 years. So it's going to work different for everybody. You can't mimic everybody exactly. So the consistency is just consistently chasing your dream and doing what you say you want to do, no matter if it's going up big or if it's slowly growing. Sometimes consistency can look small, or sometimes it can go up huge, and then it can be stagnant for a while, bro. It's just how it goes. So consistency, no matter what level you're at, you know what I'm saying. And another thing is, you have to be willing to get uncomfortable. You have to be willing to get outside. Get outside of your comfort zone, and think outside the box and go inside the unknown. A lot of times the world wants us to trap us into not going into the unknown, not going into the mystery of the universe, mystery of learning the world, the mystery of learning of ourselves. A lot of times we do this because we're scared of the unknown. We're scared to get uncomfortable. We just want to stay comfortable. We want to stay in the same positions that we know that is has already worked. We don't want to try something new. We like to be comfortable, and that's not going to get you anywhere as an entrepreneur. When you're an entrepreneur, you have to get out there and network. You have to go. Sometimes, bro, you're going to be scared to talk to certain people, bro, and you have to go talk to those people. The best way to get uncomfortable is surround yourself around people that are uncomfortable, or around people that challenge you to be uncomfortable. And that's one thing I always preach, is that you have to challenge yourself and surround yourself around people that challenge you to be uncomfortable. Let's talk about, like, most people don't fail from a lack of talent. They fail from a lack of self-trust. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they fail because they don't lack the talent. They have all the talent in the world, but they fail because they lack the trust within themselves. They don't believe in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the negative influence outside of themselves start to creep in, and that makes them not to believe in themselves, because they get doubt outside of themselves, and then they start to stop chasing their dreams. I think, and some people, they just, you know what I'm saying, they give up because not people are supporting them. They be like, okay, it's not nobody supporting me, I have my content. Ooh, I'm gonna give up. You can't be that person. You're being weak if you're being that person. I'm gonna be honest with you. And some people are not consistent, and some people are afraid of the unknown and getting uncomfortable, getting out there and getting your feet wet and messing up a million times. You know what I'm saying? I heard something powerful. It's a lot of people want to be perfect as soon as they get into the game. You're not going to be perfect, bro. It's some people that took 10 years to even have their first viral hit song. You have to put work in, bro. You have to master your flow. You have to keep working on and perfecting your craft. Become the best at your skill set. If you want to get paid $1 million, learn how to serve a million people. Be the best at your skill set. Learn how to solve problems with that skill set, and learn how to solve that problem for billions of everybody across the world, bro. You can make billions of dollars. And that's one thing I'm trying to do myself, is you have to learn how to get these skills and elevate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like we already get into this, bro, but like this episode is really about becoming the version of you that doesn't need motivation to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause a lot of times we be needing all this motivation, we need this, we need that, bro. Like, just keep pushing without the motivation. Even when people not supporting, you have to keep going and keep elevating, pushing, and becoming the best version of yourself, bro. But let's go ahead and get into that. Like, get to the episode, man. I want to remind you in this episode, you are not behind, but you are being prepared to become the best version of yourself. So let's talk about habits, the silence, and the identity shifts that actually change your life. That's what we're gonna dig into to this episode. First thing first, why discipline is self-love in disguise, bro. For your future self. I had this quote when I was making this script. I made this script as eating breakfast today. I was just thinking about like discipline is a punishment, is protection. You're protecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're protecting your future self. You know, when you're being disciplined, you working hard for yourself. You do those, you fold those clothes yesterday and not today, like I did. I had to fold these clothes today. I could have had some time, another like 30 hour, 45 minutes for myself today. I had to do that today. When you being disciplined is saying I love you to your future self. That's literally what it is. You're saying you're taking the actions you need today to shape your future. You know what I'm saying? Because motivation is gonna come and go. You know what I'm saying? Motivation ain't gonna always be here. You feel me? And I was talking about that earlier. It's like when the motivation always ain't always gonna be here. You have to take action as soon as you get it. You shouldn't have to need to receive motivation to get there. Because we can always be motivated for a week. We can always be motivated when New Year's come, these holidays come, our birthday come. We get one win. We motivated for a week or two. But are you motivated when things are dry? Are you motivated when, you know what I'm saying, when things get tired, when you tired, when you really get challenged and God's pushing you to see if you really love this shit? That's what all it be at the end of the day. We getting pushed and challenged to see if we really love it, bro. Like I'm getting pushed and challenged daily, and I gotta I'm gonna keep going because if I don't, bro, it's my fault and nobody else's fault that I don't get what I want. I gave up and I let what was outside of myself creep within my mind and overcome me. I let outside influence control my reality. And that would be my fault. And it'd be your fault if you allow that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because most people confuse comfortability with peace. You know what I'm saying? Most people confuse just being comfortable and not receiving, not chasing their dream, not creating their dreams, and not doing anything. Just okay, I'm not gonna give my dream. I'm gonna give up on this. I'm gonna do this so I can make sure that I'm okay. I don't have no exit plan. If you really going in on your dream, you should have no plan B. It should be one plan A. And okay, you can have a plan B if you do, but that shouldn't even be a focus. That's like if everything just go work. Plan A should be your put all the eggs in one basket if you really focus and really want to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say put all eggs in the basket. You still have to diversify just in case some shit happen. Okay, I'll be real with that. I'm still, you know, I'm just thinking logical and shit because I think I know how I be. But you have to put the work. You have to get uncomfortable, bro. You gotta get uncomfortable. You feel me? Because every discipline action is energy for your future self, bro. It's just creating your future reality. I want to ask you this though: what is your future self begging you to stop avoiding? Comment below what your future self is begging you to stop avoiding. I want you to ask yourself that. So let's get into my second topic, bro: the power of boredom and why you need to be in solitude and stillness to create breakthroughs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say you have to exactly, but this is my perspective of how I got to my breakthroughs and just started going within when I went into solitude. So constant stimulation, it blocks intuition. You feel me? The world is constantly stimulating us. The TVs, the technology, scrolling all day. We scrolling all fucking day. You go look at your time average on your phone, and that'll tell you a lot about yourself. And especially if you're not making no money on content, you're not making no posting, no content, you just scrolling, you're not making no monetary gains on here, you're not taking no business calls, you just scrolling. Go look at your screen time and ask yourself ask yourself, am I wasting time or not? You feel me? A lot of times we are afraid to be bored. We're afraid of boredom. You feel, you know what I'm saying? We're afraid to be bored. But once you realize that when you're bored, it forces you to sit with yourself. You know what I'm saying? It forces you to answer the things you're not even worried about when you're distracted and when the world distracting you. You feel me? Because most people, they fear silence because silence tells the truth. The silence, we constantly trying to stimulate ourselves. We constantly trying to run away from things with smoking, with alcohol, with all these different things. I used to do that. I used to smoke. I think I had got to a point when I was smoking just to like I was smoking weed. Okay, I'm not smoking anything. I was smoking some weed, and I was just trying to run away from myself, and I had to, heal my relationship with weed. Weed is not just. I think for me, I use weed as to go within and to really introspect. It's like I go within myself even deeper. It's just like it enhances what everything that I'm already feel. And I had to realize that when I was sad, bro, and like going through depressive states, I was smoking hella weed, bro, and it would just enhance those states. And I think that's what any even if you ever did psychedelic shrooms, bro, the psychedelic shrooms, if you having like a negative day, bad things, bro, you're gonna have a bad trip. You can create a bad trip. It ain't no such thing as a bad trip, but you can create a trip where it's like it's very scary. It's like a lot of things that's fearful. You know what I'm saying? Cause you ever been on a psychedelic shroom trip, bro? You already know what I'm talking about, bro. I want to actually just tell that story, bro. We get into it, bro. Psychedelic shrooms trip, nigga. I remember I took a psychedelic shroom trip. Which one should I tell you? I'm gonna take a psychedelic shroom trip, bro. When I realized that I took a psychedelic shroom trip and realized that we create our reality.